Maxing, relaxing, all cooling, all chilling out. Maxing, relaxing, all cooling. Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Hey guys, it's Joy here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button and leave me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy. So today we're going to be talking about what I think the hardest part of adjusting to college is, and I'm also going to go through the Q&A questions that you guys left on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you need to go follow me at joywade_. And you can ask me questions. I always respond to y'all's DMs and we can, you know, be friends. So I know that you guys are gonna ask about the hair if you didn't see some of my last videos. So this is clip-in extensions, and I will have the video I did on these below. So let's get into the tea. The thing that I think is the most difficult part of adjusting to college is making friends. So I don't know, I just remember in high school, I think junior year of high school was when I had a solid friend group. It was 4 of us and we literally did anything we wanted to do together. It was a reliable group, so like if we were going to go get food, we would just be like, hey, let's go here, and then we would all go. And it was really easy and didn't have to do with anyone else, etc, etc. So I feel like in college, especially if you go to a really good school in a city, like everyone is always busy, everyone always doing things, working on schoolwork, working on an outside project. And so it's hard to coordinate when you can meet up with people, when you can actually do things other than like, you know, go do homework together. So I feel like making friends has been like really hard for me, like especially going into like past freshman year where you kind of like live with all your friends. As you like become an upperclassman, you start moving off campus, you start moving away from your friends, and if you don't live near your friends or your friends go study abroad, you're like, who I'm finna hang out with, who I'm finna hang out with. So what I've been doing is I've been just asking people to hang out, whether or not they say yes or no. At least I'm trying, I'm getting better at that. But I feel like it could get discouraging if you're like asking someone, hey, let's hang out, and then they're busy. Then you ask another person, hey, let's hang out, then they're busy. Then you're like, I'm not gonna keep asking people to hang out. So I feel like I'm searching for that like solid friend group now that I had like when I was in high school. I had one freshman year, but we kind of dispersed and we kind of don't see each other now because we don't all live in the same place like we did last year. So I am on the search. But yeah, if you go to USC or you live in LA or go to another LA school, let's connect. If you're crazy, let's not connect. But yeah, so I am open to making friends at USC. It's just like, it's a process and I need to, you know, understand that. So if you're in college and you had a point where you're like, I don't know what my friend group is, let me know below so I know you can relate. And also leave any tips for other people who are in college or in high school who are looking to like, you know, learn how to make friends. You can leave that for them. So let's get into the Q&A. Okay, let's get into the Q&A. So I posted this Q&A like 6 weeks ago. I just never got around to it. This was supposed to be February's Q&A, but we ain't gonna talk about that. The first question is from Annie.Omagu. I'm starting college this fall and I just want to know if you have any tips on adjusting to college life, joining clubs, choosing courses, etc. So I'll just focus on the choosing courses because I have talked about clubs in a lot of videos. So I say for courses, make sure that you schedule your classes early, plan them out early. Usually the schedule of classes is posted well before you get to schedule your classes. So like at USC, the classes were posted in March and for the fall, so for August. So you have time to like, you know, get your schedule together and all that stuff. I literally can't stop touching my hair because I feel so brand new. Nia Bia Fofia, shout out to Nia. If you don't subscribe to her channel, you gotta subscribe. Nia Amani. So what's your ultimate life goals? So my ultimate life goals is to live a life of happiness where I can travel, experience new things, where I can be an entrepreneur and not have to work for anyone, have a happy family life, and all those great things. I could serve up looks. Yeah, I really just, my ultimate life goals is to be happy with where I'm at, because I feel like there's so many times where we're not happy, or we're always trying to do something else, or always reaching for other goals. Oh my god, I really cannot stop. And then this strap is like, let's fix this. I really just want to be doing something that I'm passionate about at the end of the day, because I don't want to be in some boring job that I don't like. Mendiva.page says, when will you have a meet and greet? So glad you asked this. So if you live in LA, I have no idea when this video goes up, so this might pass, but oh yeah, this is gonna pass because it's literally next week. But I'm going to be at the Young African American Women's Conference doing a college prep workshop, and that's April 7th. So it might have passed by the time this video goes up, so ignore that. But if you live in Atlanta, I'm gonna be at the World Natural Hair Show. So I'm gonna be a vendor there for both days, and I'm also doing a college admissions workshop. So if you're in New York, I'm gonna be in New York doing a book signing at BookCon, and that is on June 2nd and 3rd, and I'm signing on the 3rd with the book publisher. So all that information will be streamlined through my social media accounts. If you are in any of those cities, woohoo! If you're not, then let me know what city you're in, and I can try to hopefully be there one time in the near future. The Queen says, can you use university grants to pay for room and board? Yeah, it just, usually you don't have the option of where your money goes in your financial aid package. So it kind of like, I know USC, the first thing they go to is tuition, then they go to room and board, then they go to like whatever other fees. So if you just have to talk to your financial aid office to see like if you have the option to see where your money goes. Chine Meremonze says, how involved are you in college? As far as like extracurriculars, not that much, but I have a job on campus, and I am an Annenberg admissions ambassador, which is our journalism school. So I'm an admissions ambassador for there. And I just do so much YouTube business that I don't have, I always miss club meetings because I'm always doing something during that time. But I definitely want to find like an org that I'm really passionate about, but I'm still on the search. She also says, what product do you use to layer edges? So I use water H2O all the time, but today they look kind of raggedy because I've been like changing clothes and shooting and all that stuff. But I use edge control. I barely use edge control, barely. Like I have edge control that I get from companies, and it just sits, because I just feel like it's more stuff added to your face. Like I don't know, but yeah, I use water, which everyone can't use. But if you want to get an edge control, I like the By Made Beautiful edge control because it smells like mangoes. And then this edge control, the Cream of Nature Pure Honey, this is way better than their last one as far as scent goes. The last one kind of smelled like chemicals. This one smells like really good. XO_OMG says, how have you changed as a person in these past months in college? So how have I changed? So I've learned how have I changed? Maybe sophomore year, I've learned how to be alone. We just talked about finding friends, so I've learned how to just go do stuff on my own. Even when people are like, nah, I can't come, then I'm like, all right, I'm still going anyways. So I've gone to events by myself, I've traveled a lot in the past year just because I go back home, I go different places. So I've just been traveling alone, doing a lot of stuff alone. So I feel like that's how I've changed. I don't know what this ad name is, but she says, what is the porosity of your hair? My porosity is like I think it's medium porosity, like it's somewhere in the middle, but I really have to test it. So if you want me to do a porosity video, let me know. Canned KSFX says, will you continue to do internships since you want to eventually work for yourself? How would internships help you with that goal? So yeah, I'm doing an internship this summer. I'll be in New York again, and internships help you learn like how a company runs, and how structure works, how like since I'm doing like journalism type internships, PR internships, I'm doing the type of stuff that I want to be doing with my own business eventually. So that's how that kind of helped. Silver_JVSS says, how was the book writing process? It was cool. When I wrote my first book, I knocked that out. I did it in like 3 to 4 months, which is crazy. I'm trying to write a second book, but I got sidetracked working on other projects, so we'll see. That one's probably gonna take like a lot longer, just because I'm working on other stuff at the same time that I'm trying to, you know, write another book. And then _Frosty says, what career path are you looking forward to? Do you want to own your own company? Yes. You Got Into Wear is my baby, and I'm working on making that, you know, my full-time job when I graduate, as well as, you know, my personal brand. Nin Trem says, are AP classes worth taking in high school? Yes, for sure. Is dual enrollment better? I say take all the AP classes at your high school first before you go and like do dual enrollment and then all extra. Dennis says, who inspired you when you started doing entrepreneurship? My family. My family's all entrepreneurs. Do you yourself like fun or not? I don't know what that means. Okay, he asked, how am I able to balance college life and entrepreneurship? So basically, it's just saying no to the things that are going to take up too much of my time and realizing that I have a priority. Some people are focused on, you know, trying to get a job at a certain company after graduation, and that means you have to do certain things, and I'm doing the exact same thing for me being able to work for myself. Expensive Papel says, how can you work for yourself whilst in college and maintain a steady stream of income? Being consistent and prioritizing. Dorika says, how do you stay positive when you feel low? Do you ever get discouraged? If so, how do you lift yourself up again? So I've been recently just like going to the gym or going for a run, or I'll try to find someone to make plans with. We talked about that at the beginning, so that's not always a solution. And those are the main things I've been doing recently. Okay, some of these are gonna take a lot of time to explain. Smiling.Lukasayak said, how do you start your own business with no audience or money? I say, do your research. I don't really know how to like what the starting point is rather than to start. So everyone has to start from zero. No one started from, you know, a million. So everyone had to start from zero and do the work to get there. Yin-Ye-2.0 says, how do you promote a business you just started? Social media, telling people by word of mouth. Start with those things. Daily doing it, not like every 2 weeks, not every month. Make sure you're promoting it daily. Shy19 says, how many siblings do you have? I have 3 siblings. Val says, why did you decide to be a communications major instead of a business major? Because I like content creation and I like media, and I feel like you don't have to be a business major to own a business. Also, you have to take calc to be a business major. Livette says, are you vegetarian? Yeah. I eat meat maybe like once a month, and by meat I mean like salmon. I don't really eat chicken. I'm allergic to shellfish. I don't eat pork. So a lot of these questions, are just about time management. So I'll just give some quick tips. I keep a planner, I keep notebooks. I have a whiteboard in my room where I write everything down. I kind of plan out hourly what I'm going to do, and those are the main things that I stay true to. I also have Google Calendar synced like with my school calendar and my phone, so I can check what I'm doing with that time. I also never compromise on my sleep. Never. I am in the bed at 1 at the latest. I never compromise on my sleep because that is how I function and get everything done. So that is the one thing I'll never compromise on. You will not catch me pulling an all-nighter. You won't catch me doing that. And Majestic Jada says, where do you plan on settling after college? I have no idea. It's either gonna be LA, New York, or Atlanta, just because those are the places I've lived. My family's in Atlanta, I've been in college in LA, and I've been interning in New York, and I love New York. Possibly DC, I really like DC also, but the world may never know. That's like that's my biggest life question. Where am I gonna be? But I'm also not trying to stress about that, even though it's on my mind 24/7. But we're not gonna worry about that. So those are the questions I have answered for this video. If you want to be involved in the next Q&A, make sure you go follow me at joyveda_, and I'll talk to you guys next time.